bedroom, and I didn't know a lot about art, but I knew that Miro made a lot of colorful posters, so I saw a little classified ad in the local paper. It said private dealer, and it mentioned 10 artist names, including Miro. That was the only name I knew. I went to see him, and his name was Jack Rutberg, and he spent an no. And he spent the next hour showing me what a lithograph was, what an aquatint was, a woodcut, silk screen. He taught me a little bit about the history of printmaking. I had no idea how rich that history was. And then he said something very profound. He said, how can you ask someone up to see your etchings if you don't have any? He moved me to San Francisco. I happened to be living right next door to a comedy club, the Holy City Zoo, by chance. And one night I was hooked. So for the next year, I spent nights doing comedy. During the day, I was working like a dog. Whatever free time, I was studying prints and printmaking. Like Confucius said, do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. And I'm sure he didn't work for a linen company in California. So I moved to New York. Dealer, art dealer. And I'll never forget what he said. He said, okay. And just like that, I was an art dealer. And I had a $625 George Segal sculpture. He had 14 of them. I bought them all. That was all the money I had saved up from my retail hellhole job. And I went and came home that day to my girlfriend's studio apartment with 14 big boxes. And she thought I was nuts. But I told her, honey, I'm an art dealer. And she was excited. She called her father because, you know, Dad, Jim's an art dealer. Because she wasn't allowed to say comedian to him. And he never even asked, how do you become an art dealer? I don't know, he's an art dealer. Later, I opened up this gallery on 23rd and 10th. And I started showing sculpture and photography and works on paper. And I continued my love of prints, now contemporary. And at this now,
excuse me. Well, I'm an artist, and I have some work I'd like to show. Is the Big Cheese home?
Normally we don't look at artist work.
I noticed.
Very
I have some work I'd like to show you.